Having a twin brother is something I wouldn't trade for the world. Dustin's been the absolute best twin brother I could ever ask for. He's always kind of been the voice of reason between the two of us, kind of like my second conscience. Agreed. So he's been a little more responsible than I have. But growing up together, we made many memories, and so tonight I thought I'd share a few of those with you. But before I do so, I'll tell you about the kind of man my brother is. Dustin's the most genuine person I know. He'll tell you exactly what he's thinking and how he's feeling, and he's not afraid to stand up for what he believes in, and it's something I really admire about him. He's also a big teddy bear with a huge heart, and he'll help anybody who needs it, and I know it's a characteristic that Elise truly loves in him. He also loves the outdoors, and he can fix just about anything, and he loves to have fun, and he really likes to laugh. And he's obviously a really smart guy. He put a ring on Elise's finger. When we were young, we got our first BB guns. And when shooting at random objects became boring, we decided we'd have a BB gun war instead and shoot at each other. One night we were in the backyard and Dustin took off running, trying to hide behind the next biggest tree, and before he got there, I shot at him. I heard him yell and he came running out from behind the other side of the tree holding his face. We'll just say he's very lucky to have both his eyes still. When we were in high school, we liked to sneak out occasionally on the weekends and go to a party. We'd lay in bed and wait till we thought our parents were sleeping, and then one of us would call the other, and the answer was always, "Yep, let's go." And so we'd go outside and we'd try to push our pickup out of the driveway because we didn't want to start it and have the loud exhaust wake Mom and Dad. And we'd push and push and push until our legs were dead, and we never did get it out. But we'd always jump in it anyways and fire it up and take off. And yes, I don't think we ever got caught. Or the night we had Mom's car and we were coming home and it was the middle of winter. Our gravel road was snow-packed and icy, perfect conditions for doing a 360 at 30 miles an hour. Dustin slammed on the e-brake, cranked the wheel, and before we knew it, we were buried in the ditch. We both laughed until Dustin realized he was the one who was going to be walking home to get Dad's pickup to pull it out. Then we went to college, and we split up, but things never changed between the two of us. I'd either go up to SCSU or he'd come down to USD. I won't go into detail on those weekends, but I assure you we had a great time. But one of those weekends in particular was Hobo Days junior year. And one of the first things Dustin told me about was Elise when I got there, and how the two of them had started seeing each other. And he was so excited. We always liked talking about girls. But shortly thereafter, we went tailgating with Elise and a few of her friends, and I remember watching the two of them together and the chemistry they had, and I remember thinking to myself, wow, this could be serious. And it turns out I was right. About a month before Dustin was going to propose to Elise, he told me he was going to and what his plan was, and I was really excited for him, but I wasn't surprised, and I didn't really have much to say. I knew it was coming. Elise, I got to admit, I never thought a girl could steal Dustin's heart again the way Helga did. For those of you who don't know who Helga is, it's Dustin's college house dog. And she's got this look to her that only a mother or father could love. Dustin still has her today and loves her dearly, but now she's taking the back seat. And Elise, I couldn't be happier to have you as a new sister. Not only are you extremely hardworking and intelligent and beautiful, but you make my brother so happy. And you also know how to have a good time, and you make one hell of a wing woman when we go out. I appreciate it. Elise comes from a family with parents who are so incredibly kind, generous, and caring, and they're truly saints. And they remind me of my parents a lot in that way. And having parents like that to set a great example is why I know the two of you will have a very long and happy life together. It's been an honor to be the best man at your guys' wedding, and I promise we're gonna have an awesome time tonight. I want to toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Dustin LeBrun. Congratulations to the both of you guys. You make an awesome couple, and I know the future for the two of you is so bright. I look forward to making new memories with your new family, and I can't wait to meet the little ones someday. I love you guys so much, and Elise, welcome to the family.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lance. I'm Dustin's oldest brother. For a lot of you that met me for the first time tonight on the bus, you're probably wondering what I'm going to say, but I would like to have a serious moment right now and just tell you guys how happy I am for you. You're a very beautiful couple. You're good, wonderful people. And Father today could not have said it any better. You come from two very wonderful families. And I know that you guys are going to have a very good life together. And you will see later in the videos, like I said, a great person, Emily, told me once, couples who pray together stay together. And I'm not worried about that, but I just have to say, as long as you keep your faith and everything intact, things will go wonderful for you guys. And I'm very happy for you.
Elise's little sister. Sorry, there's a crack there. Ever since I was super little, like, Elise was always the sister that I could be super, super, super weird with. And I loved it so much because I'm super weird and like blah, 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 and yeah. But, and I loved it. And she was always asking me about like my crushes, and I would always tell her. And for some reason, I have this memory of like my first day of second grade was her first day of freshman year. And I like wrote her a letter on my first day of second grade. And I was like, Elise, I'm so excited for you to be in high school and like do all these crazy high school things that I had no idea like what high school was about. But, and I was like told her about my new like second grade crush. And I just like, you know, I was always just telling her about my crushes and asking her about her crushes. And then one day she told me like about Dustin. I was like, I don't even remember about any other guys. And then I found out later that they dated in 7th grade. And I was like, well, that's obviously a sign. But, yes, but like just so many memories of me. Like, I don't even know if I remember meeting Dustin, but I just know that all of my memories that I have of them together are just so absolutely amazing. And I wasn't able to be there the day that they got engaged and Dustin proposed, but I was sent like a little video, and I was like in like Mexico or like some city traveling, but I got the video and I could just like see the excitement that Elise had, and I just wanted to be there so badly because like she's my big sister, and like we just always talked about things like these and just getting excited and yeah, just girly little things. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be there. And then through this whole year, like I haven't been here a lot, but in these little moments that we have been together, I can just see it so much, and I'm just so, so happy. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, but but yes, I'm going to do this now. Raise a toast to Elise and Dustin and their forever time together. But I'm so awkward. but just like their eternal happiness, and they just bring joy to everybody. But yeah, so that they have an awesome time together for the rest of their lives and an awesome love. Yes.
All right. Hi. My name is Emily. I'm Elise's big sister. I'm going to try really hard to get through the speech without crying, but bear with me. Can't follow up Dylan's. His was awesome. All right. I've known Elise for 25 years. I'm sure I was pretty excited to have a little sister. I was only 4, so I don't really remember. But obviously, we were going to be best friends. That's the way it worked, or so I thought. Now, if you know me and Elise at all, you would know that we are almost exactly opposite of each other when it comes to, well, just about everything. And it has always been that way for as long as I can remember. That best friend that I was supposed to get by having a little sister didn't quite work out the way that I had planned. It seemed like Elise and I were constantly butting heads, or Pierce and I were tormenting her on family trips. Sorry about that. And at one point, Mom and Dad decided that we had to share a room until we could learn to get along. That lasted about 5 hours. So I just came to accept the fact that we would never get along, and I went through most of middle school and high school just trying not to kill my sister. Now, flash forward to my senior year of college. It's Elise's senior year of high school. She would be coming to SDSU as a music education major, so that earned her a few points in my book. She came up to Brookings for a few visits that year. Hobo days. And after that, I was actually pretty excited for her to join Pierce and I up at State. The more time we spent together, the closer we became. I started to see that even though we were still very different, there were many things that we could actually agree on. And I came to see how funny, smart, talented, caring, compassionate, and fun my sister was. We planned and held family dinners together, and we took trips together, and we partied together a lot. Now, I'm not saying that everything was always perfect. We definitely had our moments, but I had finally realized what I had been missing for years, that my sister was truly one of the best friends I could have ever asked for. Now, don't worry, Dustin, I didn't forget about you. I remember when Elise told me that she had run into you at the gas station by your houses up in Brookings, and she could not stop smiling. And then she started spending all this time with you, and I knew that she was hooked. When I finally got to meet you, I decided that you would fit right in. Even though you were pretty quiet at first, you were funny and fun, and I always looked forward to hanging out with you. But most importantly, I saw the way that you looked at Elise, and how kindly you treated her, and how happy you made her. Now, less than a year after you started dating, we were headed up to Brookings for Hobo Day, and I remember changing your name in my phone to Dustin, future brother-in-law. And then the next year, I actually showed that to you, and you were a really good sport about it. In fact, you've been such a great sport about all of our crazy Humke family traditions, the most popular being spontaneous singing. Now, Kieran kind of already gave this away, but for those of you who didn't know, Elise and Dustin actually did date in 7th grade for about 2 weeks, and then Dustin just stopped talking to her. But I think that, like me, Dustin just needed some time to realize that what he was looking for was there the whole time. So, Elise, I am going to raise a glass, and I'm so happy that you have found your soulmate. And Dustin, I'm so thankful and so blessed to welcome you into our family. Here's to many years of happiness and love.
for coming. Again, as I said to my wedding party last night, and this is an extension to everyone that's here, a lot of the people that are here made us who we are in one way or another, and we are both very grateful for that. And then that everybody here came. I mean, we are just both very thankful that everybody came and showed us as much love as they did today. It was very special to us both. And we love you, everybody, for that. And I'll let you go.
All of you are here because you know either Dustin or I, and over the years probably have come to know both of us, and you've shaped each of us in some way or another to be perfect for each other. And we just want you to enjoy the evening and celebrate with us. We love you all so much. One more toast to us. We have one more person, I believe.
Before I begin my official toast, I need to acknowledge my wife, who I have been married to for 33 years last week. Our romantic evening last week on our anniversary consisted of a couple texts back and forth, and I said, I'll see you at the convention center, I'll get you a Moscato, and I don't think I've done that yet. And she said, did the boys have their meds, and is everybody where they're supposed to be, and that was it. So happy anniversary, I love you. I was a little bit ticked when I heard I wasn't giving this first speech because, first of all, I wanted to get it over with. But now I'm relieved because all of these guys were so eloquent and they said exactly everything that I wanted to say. I'm the father of the bride. Every one of you is here for a reason, and I know that I will speak for Jack and Leanne. Every one of you is here for a reason because you have impacted Dustin or Elise or both of them. Some of you over a long period of time very subtly. Some of you very distinctly over a short period of time. But all of you have impacted them, and I love you for that. And I think I'm done. We're going to dance. Unless Pierce wants to say something.
We talked a little bit last night when I talked, and I'll just kind of throw this out again because I think it's very true. One of the most important things that a parent does, obviously, is to raise good children, a good mate, a spouse. It's probably for you young people that are going to get married. I can't think of a more important choice for you to make is obviously to find somebody that's compatible with you, that you can love and care for, go through life, share the ups, the downs. I've got mine, my wife Leanne. And I think, Dustin, I don't think I know you found yours. I couldn't be happier with the choice that you've made for a bride. And Elise, I think you've done all right as well. So, to the both of you, God bless. We wish you nothing but the best and happiness for the rest of your lives. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your honeymoon coming up. That's Dustin's countdown. So, anyway, thank you everyone for showing up. Enjoy yourselves and have a nice evening.